Buying a house has never been easy. In fact, when I bought my first house, it took me 3 months of searching before I can close on a house. In this video, I want to address a problem that most home buyers are facing when buying a home, especially when the number of listings are extremely limited across the country. And at the end of this video, I want to show you a tool I created that makes buying a home a lot easier. First, we need to get to the bottom of what's happening in the housing market that making it so hard for home buyers to find home. Now, according to CNBC, home mortgage interest rate continue to hit record lows, which triggers a great buying opportunity for most home buyers. But not so great since the housing inventory is still low and seller doesn't want to sell their house because they don't want to end up on the other side of the bargaining table when buying the next home. Also, if you happen to live in one of the high-paying tech job area, you're in absolute luck. Tech salary in San Francisco and Seattle have driven the home price to the roof over the last several years, and this trend is expected to continue throughout 2021. Another study found that investor activity has reached an all-time high. They swoop in, buy all the single-family home, and rent them out. With an approximate 3% annual increase in rent, renters are faced with spending more and more on rent and saving less towards down payment. Unfortunately, investors are a part of the home buying landscape, and we have to accept that they aren't going anywhere. This same study also found that a whopping 42% of first-time home buyers said that they haven't closed because they cannot find a house in their budget, and 41% haven't found a house that meets their needs. But seriously though, the fact that more than 40% of home buyers couldn't find a house to buy, to me, it is the problem that needs to be solved. And as I'm reading this, I just feel like something needs to be done to help the home buyers. Now, whenever I decided to buy a house, I always start with the MLS, and I would spend a month or two trying to find a home that I'm most satisfied with. But that never go as planned. I got driven away from my original budget because of all these better looking homes on the website, which cost way more than I can afford. And I see many first time home buyers make this same mistake of buying a house that they couldn't afford and end up with little left after they make their mortgage payment to cover other costs such as utilities, vacation, entertainment, or even food. And I know this habit needs to be fixed. So I found that Zillow has an open API that allows me to take a list of home addresses and automatically create a spreadsheet that for every address would contain every piece of information Zillow has available on it. It means that instead of manually copying and pasting all these addresses and clicking through the Zillow site, I could have a script that run every day to collect all the information and give me the list of houses that I want. And that could potentially help me to cut down the time I need to spend looking for homes on the MLS. Okay, that sounds like a great idea, right? But my goal is to find these addresses by the name of the city and state and give me the list of homes. For every home, it would contain an address, a number of bathrooms, number of bedrooms, size of the property, and lastly, the price of the property. So let the coding begin. First off, it's worth to mention that Zillow is one of the best real estate listing websites with more than 100 million US homes, including homes for sale and home for rent. But in this matter, I'm only interested in home for sale. So I started with a class called Realtor, and this class is responsible to get me all the properties for a given city. And to do that, I used the library called Beautiful Soup to extract all the search results from Zillow. The core functionality works similar to a real user who's opening up Zillow.com, type in the name of the city and state where you wish to see the homes, and scrolling to every single home that it listed until your eyes got tired. Except it does it 100 times faster, and it can do it again and again. And for the sake of consistency, I create a property data class to use this as a template for all the data extract from Zillow. Now for the client code, I added this little prompter to prompt our user a series of questions, which includes the name of the city, how many bedrooms, and etc. I also added a welcome message to make it a little less hacky. Now for all the properties that we found, we want to only keep the properties that match to our user request. Then sort the list by the home sale price from low to high. And it works as easy as sound. How easy is that? So now if you want to check out one of these houses, you can just copy the address and look it up on Zillow. So there you have it, guys. Link to all the code is in the description down below. Go check it out, create something cool with it. I want to see what else you can do with it. Also, smash that thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next video.